Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of From Lane to Lane. My name is 5869 Casting and today I've got quite a fun game it looks like, even just based on the heroes. It already looks like we're going to have a ton of fun with this one. This game was actually sent into the Dota 2 Casted subreddit courtesy of Mayonnaise Salesman on this Leshrac. So looked like it was going to be a bunch of fun. Did take a quick look at the Dota buff. Didn't see who won. I always try to make sure I don't know who's going to win, as these do tend to be pretty back and forth. But let's just jump right into it. We've got some pretty fun heroes here. Invoker, Silencer, Undying. A lot of these heroes that are going to be fighting early on. The Witch Doctor, as well as the Void, the Chronosphere, Magnus. Look forward to some huge RPs this game. Maybe get some good hype casting going. But we'll just break down the lanes real quick. It looks like it's going to be a Leshrac mid. He's got a Null Talisman as well as two Pool Tangles. We'll see if he goes to get the Bounty Rune for a quick bottle. Top lane looks like it's going to be a Tri-Lane with Faceless Void, Witch Doctor, as well as an Oracle. So a lot of fun seeing Oracle. This is on 6.84 with the new Oracle Ultimate, where you can't really get stunned or silenced, anything like that. So a lot of fun watching Oracle games. Really easy to snowball on your carries like that. Nicolas Cage just posting up against this Invoker who will most likely be mid lane on the side of the Radiant here. I can't imagine he'd be anywhere else. As look at this. They're just going so aggressive right now, right up to the Ancients. Meanwhile, bot lane, we're going to have an Undying Silencer Mirana tri-lane. Looks like Mirana's going to be the support here, and the Silencer is going to be the core. Oh my gosh. Undying already getting clipped. A beautiful cliff here, and he's also going to get the rune there, the first bounty rune. So nice little pickup from the Meg. Arrow just barely off mark. That would have been a nice stun. Potentially gotten a kill there, but a nice little move from the Magnus. Undying's going to have to burn some of his regen already. And that's going to be good for him early on, this Magnus in this off lane here, as it's going to be a very tough off lane. Silencer, fantastic at his zoning support. Undying, he's got the Tombstone, although you can easily just get out of that as your Magnus here. So we'll have to see who's going to be winning mid lane. We'll see if this, it looks like it will be a lightning build on the Leshrac, so he's going to have a lot of harass potential. He's almost like a mini Zeus. Top lane, we're going to have an off lane PA here, so it's going to be quite tough for her. She actually went for a Quelling Blade Stout Shield. I would have preferred a Ring of Protection off that Quelling Blade, or even at least a Poor Man Shield is just such a good item, especially for Phantom Assassin, who's going to have Blur, so you have that miss chance. And it looks like we're actually going to be moving into dual lanes here, as the Oracle is going to TP top, or bot, excuse me. Looks like Magnus may be saying, hey, this lane's going to be a little bit easier than I thought, especially if you come bottom. Maybe we can get some kills, but is this a core Undying? It looks like very confusing right now. It looks like maybe a core Undying roaming Mirana. Looks like she did throw an arrow mid, didn't get a hit, unfortunately, onto that Leshrac. Void leading the CS right now, 7 for 2, 7 for 3 now, so he's doing a pretty good job in his lane, although I can't imagine it being too hard with just a solo off lane Phantom Assassin, and that's probably another reason why they moved that Oracle, seeing as how it's going to be such an easy lane here. Are going to get a nice little deny there. It looks like Mirana, she's setting up for another arrow mid. Not really sure, not the best angle to get on this Leshrac, so we'll have to see if maybe he's going to push up. She's going to clip him on the way back, but top lane, Phantom Assassin taking a little bit of harass, and bot lane, a dive. It looks like, no, not a dive just yet, but this is a very dead Oracle here, as well as another kill onto this Magnus, who's getting a little bit too greedy, standing under that Tombstone for too long. They're going to soak up a few tower hits onto the Undying, but it doesn't matter. 2-0 is going to start it off on the side of the Radiant. Meanwhile, on top lane, PA took some damage. The Maledict can't really blur that ability. Looks like Undying is going to pick up a little bit of a wand here. Not too many spammable spells just yet. At least until he gets a bottle on this Magnus, he's going to be spamming out Shockwave quite a bit. And so much for the Undying changes. Yeah, still quite a strong hero. They were in a good position there to fight it. So it looks like this Invoker, he's going to take some damage. But there's the arrow. The Sunstrike isn't going to land. Yes, it is. So an arrow and a Sunstrike, this Leshrac's going to get turned around on, being a little bit too aggressive. They didn't have the vision there, unfortunately. Looks like we've only got one ward there. Oh no, the Dire should have had vision on the Mirana, so not sure what he was doing. Meanwhile, top lane, PA is going to go down. No Maledict used there, just some right clicks. Mirana, she's just going to return home with a successful kill and 500 gold. Probably going to pick up boots. Maybe, yeah, probably just boots. She doesn't really have too much gold for anything else. Maybe another clarity. Does she have gold for a mango? If she does, no, she's actually going to pick up wards here. And did she just upgrade the crow? She must have. Gonna take a little bit of damage here from that Shockwave. Not too much though. Still got a much better dual lane here. Silencer and Undying. Gonna be stealing your strength, stealing your intelligence. Looks like top lane. She's going to go down again. The Maledict should be enough to finish her off with another couple right clicks. Void doesn't need to chase it. And yeah, one more tick from the Maledict. She's going to go down. And there it is. Kill going the way of the Witch Doctor. And all 3 lanes. Very aggressive so far. Looks like bot lane, another kill onto this Oracle. They won't be able to get the Magnus. Mirana's here. Looks like she potentially hit an arrow. Mid lane, we're going to get a cold snap up onto this Leshrac with the creeps. He's getting a little bit too aggressive. Unfortunately, though, he's got Sunstrike invoked and not Forge Spirits. But look at this, Leshrac, he's going right back in. He's still got 2 points in a lightning. Can he get the kill here? It looks like no, and now he's getting a little bit too aggressive himself here. Gotta be careful. We do have a Sunstrike Invoker. So low, another lightning. He's only on 45 HP. Can he continue to chase? It looks like no. He's gonna get away in an Urn Invoker. We do see this sometimes. The Urn does help proc the cold snap. I know Dendy does play the Urn Invoker sometimes. Can be quite strong if you're looking to gank, but if you're gonna go Urn Invoker, you should get the Forge Spirits just for all that bonus damage with the cold snap. Just keeping that Sunstrike invoked. And is he gonna go down potentially? Lightning Storm, he should have just maybe ran past the tower with creep still tanking. Probably could have gotten that second Lightning Storm off. Looks like we're going to have a TP top from the Undying. He's had about enough of this top lane. They won't be able to get a kill here on this. Well, maybe they'll be able to get a kill onto the Witch Doctor. They won't be able to get a kill onto this Void. He does have enough mana to just jump away here. And it looks like they're going to leave Silencer solo bot. And he's going to pick up a Soul Ring and just kind of spam out his abilities. Does have boots in about a second here if he wants to grab it. And look at that. Maybe getting a little bit too aggressive here. No, I don't think the Magnus. He does have a bottle actually. So Magnus perhaps can look to get a kill. 2 points in a Shockwave. Can they get the kill? No, he's actually going to get healed up and say, thanks for the free regen, Oracle. Not too much though. Meanwhile, top lane, they are going to get a nice Sunstrike kill. The Witch Doctor is going to go down here to the Invoker. The Undying getting a couple of Strength Steals off, so nice play by him here. Does he want to keep going? Look at the Strength Steal damage here. But 120-ish? No, only about 60, yeah, so only 60 damage there, but so annoying when he's stealing your stats. It feels like he's doing a lot more damage, and we're going to have an Oracle TP top here. Void, is he going to go in here off this Oracle stun? It looks like maybe not. Wasn't too much of a stun there. They don't want to keep going. However, the cask, they are going to try to dodge a little bit there, and both going to get out safely. We do have the Arcane Boots here onto the Undying. I've missed a couple kills here, so sorry about that, guys, but just kind of focusing here. And it looks like if we can kind of maybe take a second here. The late game, I would say, favors the side of the Radiant here. This PA as well as the Invoker, the Silencer, if he can get some kills up. The Void is a pretty strong hero, but he is going to have to go for an MKB here, as his ultimate no longer disables the Blare from Phantom Assassin, which is going to be very annoying here. So we'll have to see. Not the biggest late game advantage from the Radiant, but actually, you know what? The Dire does have the ultimate of the Witch Doctor being physical damage does scale fairly well into the late game, as well as the Magnus, so maybe we'll have to see how this game goes. The late game could go in the way of the Dire here. We're going to have an arrow from Mirana. Not really going to hit too much. Probably should have shot it a little bit over more, but it doesn't matter. There's the cask. The Tombstone's going to be shot out as well. Oracle's coming up here. Can they maybe get a kill on the Undying? I doubt it. He's got his heal as well. Some more Strength Steal. PA, she's just going to post up here. She's going to get disarmed. Sunstrike isn't going to land. No, just barely off the mark here. They're not actually going to get any kills. No, not enough damage from the dagger. Going to live at 24 HP. You can only hope. Is the arrow going to land? No. He is going to dip into the trees there and survive. And it looks like what was supposed to be a kill onto this Witch Doctor didn't turn out to be too much. The Mirana not doing very much in these fights. Only level 3, 2 points in the arrow, but if it doesn't hit, what are you going to do with it? Witch Doctor is going to pick up his heal, still sticking around. Not the best idea. Level 1 heal, not going to give you too much here. Looks like they do maybe want to go onto this PA here. Leshrac came from behind. There's the kill. A double kill for this Leshrac. I missed that Undying getting picked off in the back there. Meanwhile, bot lane, looks like Silencer and Mag both, you know, just kind of having the game of their lives playing this solo Dota. Silencer not even using his ultimate. He did just get level 6, so unfortunately for his team, he didn't have it. Looks like Magnus with his bottle, he can just spam out that level 3 shockwave so easily. He's going to be level 6 soon. Still, how close is he to his dagger? Only 487 gold, so not that close. Again, look at this lightning build. Going to do so much work here. He's going to have to grab a Forge Spirit. He's going to turn around and cold snap. Doesn't have any urn charges. Sunstrike obviously not going to land, but the Undying's going to come up, get the heal on the Invoker. He's not going to go down as well as the Strength Steal, so that's a dead Leshrac. And 8 minutes in, we're already at 10 kills, so a pretty aggressive game top lane. Meanwhile, Cask is going to get thrown out onto the PA. They're not going to continue to go as we don't have any mana. Faceless Void did pick up a Midas here, so with that Midas pickup late game is going to favor the side of the Dire almost certainly here, as this PA is not getting any farm. And you have to wonder what she's going to go. I hope she's not going to try to get a Battle Furies. It's going to be incredibly late unless they get quite a few kills. Mirana's coming in from the side with an Invis rune. Invoker's coming up as well. He's going to throw down a Sunstrike. Is actually going to land on both of them. Witch Doctor quite low. Can Mirana maybe just walk up and hit an arrow? I don't know what she's going to want to do here. Looks like he is going to conjure up a couple Forge Spirits. Maybe just one there, as doesn't have that 4th point in Aquas just yet. Only level 8. Do they want to maybe just throw the Tombstone in the trees and dive the tower? They've got the Forge Spirit. The zombies are going to help as well. Looks like meanwhile Leshrac is going to get a kill onto this silencer here. Bot lane. So nice little pickup from him. And it looks like maybe they're going to look to dive the tower. There's the Cold Snap, the Urn Charge. Is it going to be enough? Yeah, he's going to go down. Meanwhile, he's got to be very careful on this Faceless Void. He knows they're all there. Arrow's going to be off the mark. He's going to grab a Midas. He does have his treads as well as his ultimate. Should just maybe jump into the trees. He's just going to use a Quelling Blade here. He does still have jump. Undying's on the other side waiting for him. A nice leap. Going to absolutely surpass the Undying, but we've got Cold Snap still. It looks like this is going to be another death here onto this Faceless Void. Tombstone's going to be thrown out. Arrow off the mark yet again. Maybe he can survive. It looks like no, the Urn Charge is going to be enough to take him down. Now they're going to go to this Oracle who TP'd in. Undying just posting up under the tower. The Cask maybe. No, the Switch Doctor not even level 6. He's not going to be able to secure a kill whatsoever. So that's going to be 2 for nil here. And it looks like, look at this, Leshrac coming up, not going to be able to kill the Invoker. He's going to go down. Sunstrike going to be off the mark, potentially. The last dagger, no, it's not going to be enough to kill him. Meanwhile, there's the heal onto the PA. She's going to keep going. Arrow again off the mark. This Mirana hasn't been able to hit anything but air. Another dagger onto this Leshrac. Can they continue to chase? No mana for the Blink Strike, just now getting it. There's the mana. Can they turn around? Level 6 on the Witch Doctor, just grabbed it. Global Silence is going to go down. Undying, maybe going to live. No, there's the last right click from the Magnus. Can they get a kill onto the Silencer now? A little bit too far up. There's the Shockwave. Magnus going to get a double kill, and he's about 1,000 gold there. Another dagger going onto this Leshrac. They can't get the kill here. PA's got to be careful. Can they get a kill on her? Yes, there's the charge. Shockwave should be on point. He's going to get a triple kill here onto this Magnus. So a beautiful TP up from him. And 9-9, a nice long team fight there. Leshrac just barely surviving from those daggers. Nice little heals to keep him alive from the Witch Doctor. And this game is just going to kind of quiet out here. Maybe everybody's just going to return to lane, start farming up. Mirana really needs some farm here, as she's only level 3. 11 minutes in, just hitting level 4 now. PA did pick up her phase boots there. And top lane, there's not much they have that can kill this Void. They've got very few stuns aside from Arrow and maybe Cold Snap, if you can count it as much. Are going to throw out a Strength Steal here, but maybe with one other hero, this Void could easily get a kill onto the Undying. Only 7 armor on him. I say only as if it's not that much, but this early on in the game potentially could be enough to survive here. Mirana still just kind of soaking EXP bot lane. Silencer's close by, maybe looking for an arrow here onto the Magnus, but what's he doing? He's going to throw out the Shockwave. There's the TP in. Who's it from? I can't tell because it's white. It looks like it's going to be from the Invoker. Arrow again, just going to hit a creep, be off mark there, and they're just going to go to farming bot lane. Maybe going to push it out. Meanwhile, top lane. A lot of heroes grouped up here. PA is going to throw down a sentry. She's going to get disabled here. And is the Void going to throw out the ultimate? It doesn't matter. Leshrac's showing up from behind. This Witch Doctor's got to be careful. He's under Tombstone, but it doesn't matter because look at this. The damage from the 3 heroes. Witch Doctor got to be careful here. Using his heal, but he's going to run out of mana. Only 2 zombies left, though. He should be able to just right-click those guys. Looks like they're just going to kill the Tombstone in the back there. And little jump here from the Void. Not really going to be of much use. This Magnus is going to end up going down bot lane. Did miss that one. I wonder if he did get hit by an arrow. It looks like maybe not, as it's not on cooldown. So maybe just a little bit of misplay from him. The Cold Snap potentially being too much. And Boots of Travel here from the Invoker. So that's why the TP animation was white. There's a little bit of a bug, both in-game and in replays, with Boots of Travel, where it always just shows up as white. Looks like we're going to have a TP in here from the Oracle, as well as a TP in from the Magnus. Again, he doesn't have Dagger, I don't believe, just yet. 1,500 gold. He should probably just farm it up, but it looks like they really want to fight. Maybe just going to charge in and get an RP here. Looks like that's going to be the play. He's going to get ulted by the Oracle here, so they can't do much against him. It's going to take some damage, so hopefully, yeah, he's so close to going down, not paying attention. Does have to bottle up. Sunstrike, is it going to hit? No. Going to be off the mark, unfortunately. Invoker Doesn't really know where he's going to be, and he's going to heal up. He's got a salve, he's got tangos as well as his bottle, so plenty of regen, as well as the Oracle heal. Silencer is going to be the lone casualty there. Could have been worse. Invoker, I believe, was the one that just barely got away from that RP there, so nice little sidestep from him. Alright, with the last hit on this tower, this Magnus should pretty much have his dagger. If he is going to get the last hit. There's the arrow. Can it finally hit Oracle? Looks like he's going to be right in the way. Sunstrike. Do we have it? Yes. Sunstrike going to kill the Oracle. He's going to go down. Looks like Magnus did end up getting the tower. Is very close to his blink. Should probably just back off and get it. Only a couple gold more. There it is. There's the blink dagger. Magnus, please don't die. Please don't die. Pick up the blink dagger. This will be a huge blunder if he goes down right now. Top lane, meanwhile, the Void as well as the Witch Doctor just going to look to push the tower. They should be able to secure it. Magnus is just going to charge away there. And he should just pick up his blink. He's going to just buy it from home after all that. And at least he will secure it before he dies. Void is going to have to back off as the tower is going to switch aggro to him. They do have a creep wave coming up again, though, so they should be able to get this tower now, as they did spend the chrono on somebody. I don't know if I missed the kill. Potentially on that PA there. We did see the Invis rune get grabbed there by the Mirana. Looks like arrow is going to get thrown. Is going to land again onto the Magnus. There's the dagger. There's the blink strike. The sun strike as well. So she's going to go down. 2 intelligence stole by the silencer. And that's where it gets very annoying. Boots of travel on the Invoker. Just going to return home. Looks like Undying tried to defend this top tower. But Void did manage to get it. And if they're not careful, this Void's going to quickly spiral out of control with that Midas. Does have Mask of Madness. Treads an 1800 gold. We'll see what he wants to pick up next. I think a BKB would most likely be his best option here. As the Invoker and the Silencer, although the Silencer doesn't disarm anymore, so he can maybe just get around the BKB. Look to grab something like potentially a crit stick over here, or maybe just a Maelstrom, get that attack speed. The more attack speed, the better, as the time lock does do a lot of damage in that Chronosphere. As well as the jumps. Could be very beneficial. PA just going to move to farm bot lane. Does have 1400 gold. We'll see what she wants to pick up. Just going to sidestep the shockwave from the Magnus here. The game has slowed down quite considerably from what we had earlier here. Although it looks like Dire, they want to get a kill on this PA. They're grouping up bot lane. Oracle and Witch Doctor trying to come up behind this Phantom Assassin. And she does know they are going to pop the ultimate here from the Mirana. They're just going to ward the jungle. That's about it. Illusion Rune getting pinged out here from the Oracle. Invoker just going to push mid. It's going to get the tower maybe with his spirits. It looks like no. The cast going to prevent it. Is it in deny range? No, not yet here. So no tower in deny range. Oracle is going to send up the illusions. Probably scout the Mirana here. Looks like they want to go for mid. And it looks like, oh, just barely missing that arrow on the Leshrac. And that's a good thing, as he would have been a very dead Leshrac there. It's going to be nice and efficient there. Drop the soul booster, soul ring. Always got to be as efficient as possible. And it looks like he's going to go... Could be an Octarine core, but it most likely will be the Bloodstone with the Soul Ring as well as the Soul Booster there. And they scout out every hero. And look at this, a smoke up. This could be very disastrous. 2.6 on this Witch Doctor. And no, going to be scouted out by Mirana. Luckily for them. RP on mid lane, though. Who are they going to bring back? It looks like it's going to be the Invoker. He's going to throw out the meatball. And he's not going to get a kill. Looks like there's the 3-hero Chrono. Witch Doctor is going to throw down his ultimate. Excuse me. Looks like the Undying's going to go down here as well. Look at the damage here from that ultimate. A full duration Witch Doctor ulti there. They're going to get the tombstone. The arrow's going to fly. Actually going to miss. I'm surprised it didn't hit that Witch Doctor. Looks like the Void getting maybe a little bit too free here with his leap in. As he's maybe going to go down here. Not going to be able to get the kill onto this PA. And look at this. Witch Doctor, can he go down? The dagger, maybe. Phantom Assassin wants it. She wants it. She's going to throw out the dagger, the crit. Is she going to leap on him? The blink strike, there it is. And the tower is going to be hitting the creep wave, so she's not going to go down. Perhaps the lightning close enough, but no. Arrow only going to hit on a creep. Leshrac's got to be careful. You don't want to die with this first Bloodstone. You do want to turn it into kills here. Looks like he's going to be just fine. Going to get healed up here by the Oracle Invoker. He's going to use his Boots of Travel and start pushing out mid. Look at that creep wave. With the Forged Spirits, as well as the, we don't see Invokers using Alacrity too often, but going to give him a little bit of damage, a little bit of attack speed, and he's going to push bot lane. But no, we've got the TP in from Void. He's ready for it. Gonna Midas up a creep. Just go right onto the Invoker. Not sure that's the best idea. Does he have Cold Snap invoked? No, he doesn't even need it. The damage from Meteor. A nice little play from Invoker. But maybe more of just a misplay from the Void. He's just gonna run away. He's got too much move speed, going for the Eul Scepter now. So this is gonna be the Sunstrike Meatball Deafening Blast build, as it looks like Undying did go down top lane to the Mirana. Did get a nice little arrow onto this. It looks like maybe it was on the Oracle there. So 3 kills here. And a courier for the Radiant. So I do want to see what happened there. And it looks like actually another kill. Witch Doctor going down here solo to the Invoker. And maybe we can just take a look at the net worth here. Looks like the Dire in the lead still, but the Radiant picking it up. They had about a 7k lead. Looks like they're just going to look to even it out here. Take a look at the items. Invoker pretty much should have his Eul Scepter. Yeah, there it is. Just has the recipe on the Courier. Do have the Blink here on the Magnus, as well as the Bloodstone for the Leshrac, but hasn't done too much with it just yet. We'll see if he wants to move into maybe Boots of Travel next, or perhaps a Shiva's Guard, or even just rush an Octarine Core here. Going to really reduce the cooldown on the Lightning, and the rest of his abilities get him some good lifesteal from his ultimate there. Looks like Invoker still pushing down for this tower. There's the Blink. There's the RP. Skewer in. There's the Oracle. Doesn't have too much damage just yet. Global Silence is going to be tossed out here, as we are going to have a TP in here from the Witch Doctor. Can't do anything just yet. Do they have any True Sight? It looks like no. Mirana just barely going to get away there. And excuse me, I had it on Fog of War, but Mirana, nobody going to go down just yet. It looks like Mirana's so low on about 34 HP. The Shockwave almost enough to get the kill there. The Void, where is he? Just top lane. He's not going to be able to help too much. Undying's coming up from the back. Going to throw down the Tombstone. Is going to get a couple of zombies here. Magnus does have the Skewer away if he wants it. There's a nice stun, as well as the Cask. Not going to be lucky. Bounce is going to go to the zombies of all heroes, or excuse me, of all units. Still no kills here.
This should make my life easier.
Looks like Invoker is ghost walked. He does have 4 spirits invoked, though. Maybe they're going to get a kill onto this Undying. Does have his heal. Is he going to get it? No, he's going to get sent up from the Cask. Unfortunately, Invoker looks like he's going to be next. Is going to go down. Is maledicted, and that's enough damage. The heal maybe going to be enough to save him. No, he should just suicide to Roche here if he can. Is the heal going to be enough? No, not going to be enough there. He's going to go down. PA just going to throw a dagger from high ground. Silencer's nearby. Arrow thrown out. Is the arrow going to hit? Yes, it's going to hit on the Witch Doctor. Can they get a kill at least onto the Witch Doctor? It looks like that should be enough damage once the Silencer gets the pop there. And going to steal some more intelligence. Already 18 intelligence, 20 minutes in. You have to wonder how much better that fight could have gone if the Void was there. And the Void, what is he going to be building here? He does have 3.8k saved up. Maybe just because he couldn't get his hands on the Courier here, but you gotta wonder, is it going to be maybe a Radiance here? It does give the mischance now. And really, you don't want to build an MKB against just a Radiance here on any of these heroes, especially not on the PA, as it's still going to have a mischance on this Void. I don't think Radiance would be the best idea here, but if you're going to be chronoing, you know, 3-4 heroes, just getting in the middle of the fights, getting that Radiance burn, as well as the damage it gives you, isn't negligible by any means. He does have 4.2k, so really curious to see. Maybe he's just going to go straight for a Daedalus here, as Daedalus damage would be absolutely disgusting, impossible to deal with almost. Or perhaps the MKB for this PA, just getting it early on. The mini bash is going to be helpful, as you do have the normal bash as well as the mini bash there. But he's still very squishy to the magic damage from this Invoker. Perhaps could still look for a BKB here. Though if he was going to go for a BKB, he would most likely purchase it already. Looks like maybe they want to make a go on him. Do they have global? They've got global, but they're not going to use it in time. Perhaps they could have gotten a kill there with Tombstone global, Strength Seal, but Oracle nearby. He's just going to purge it off. No, he can't purge it off with his ultimate. What am I saying? He's going to be silenced. Leshrac does have 10 charges on the Bloodstone. Looks like he's going to be going perhaps for an Aghanim Scepter here. So another nice pickup, going to give him a lot of damage from his ultimate, especially if he can rack up some of those Bloodstone charges. Looks like he maybe wants to make a go on the Invoker. Lightning Storm going to push the Invoker out. Not going to land on too many heroes. Not going to get any last hits from that stun, unfortunately. All the heroes are very low. Looks like the game's going to quiet down a little bit here. So some nice vision from both teams, really centered around mid. These wards are going to go down in a little bit here, but really nice vision here. Take a look at the Radiant. They've got some nice wards up on the high ground here, as well as at their Ancients. Bot, well, not really too much bot rune, but they have one kind of bot near the entrance of their jungle here, so they're going to be able to see that. Meanwhile, Dire just planting a ward here. They've got one on Roche, got one on top rune, so the classic rune wards here is these sentries just out of sight for anything really. And Leshrac and Invoker really just having a nice little dance on top lane here. Neither really wants to go in, but this Invoker does have the burst damage to kill the Leshrac. Although he does have 1500 HP, but still, I do think that'd be enough damage to kill him. You gotta wonder if the Leshrac is aware of this. Looks like the Invoker just gonna back up a little bit. Arrow gonna be thrown out, not gonna hit anything. Would have hit the Witch Doctor if there wasn't a creep there. Could have been a nice little play if the Phantom Assassin threw dagger and just kind of blinked onto that creep to kill it for the arrow, but nonetheless, not going to matter too much. They are going to use the Mirana ultimate. It was seen, though, right under the wards, and they're not going to be able to get too much. We do have the Dire Ward on the rune. Did see them. I believe there's a couple heroes here, maybe one mid, and look at this. They're just so scared. They're backing top lane, backing mid lane, and that's going to be a wasted Mirana ult. They do see them all mid. Void, meanwhile, does have 4.9k, almost 4.8k, almost, excuse me, and just going to move over to the Ancients. What's he going to buy? He's going to sell an item there. And he is going to send the courier to this, and it looks like it's going to be a butterfly of all items here. So that's going to give him a lot of damage. Arrow going to hit. That is a dead Witch Doctor here. And there's the butterfly and Void. Massive attack speed, 14 armor here, as well as a huge miss chance. And with the PA being as poor as she is, she's got to go BKB here. She's not going to have the true strike for him whatsoever here. And a 24-minute butterfly. Are they going to be expecting this? Look at the damage from the Void. He's even got the fake Battle Fury from the Magnus here. It looks like they're maybe ready for a fight. Looks like the Void could jump in here. Silencer nearby, and look at the damage onto the Silencer. He is going to pop the global, but look at the Void. Just right-clicking him so hard. Is he going to go down? Perhaps not. No, just going to barely survive. Void, he doesn't have anything. He's silenced here. Is he going to get ulted? Yes, he is going to get ulted here. He does need to heal if they want him to survive. Bottle him up, please. No, it's going to go down. So the Void's going to go down despite having the butterfly. Meanwhile, Leshrac, is he going to look for a kill? Arrow's going to be shot out. Not going to hit on much. A beautiful RP. The stun to land. No, doesn't have it just yet. There's the stun. Actually going to miss. They're going to bring in the Undying. He's going to go down. Witch Doctor Ward going to be channeled. Can they look to get more kills? The Leshrac just outputting so much damage. Going to be chasing the Void. Or excuse me, this Invoker here is going to miss the stun and the shockwave. They are pinging out where he truly is here, but not going to be able to get the kill. He is going to TP. Can they get the kill? Maybe. Yes, they're actually going to get the kill. TPing in the wrong spot. Unfortunately for that Invoker, he's going to go down, and the Bloodstone charge is now 13. Looks like we're actually going to go for an Octarine Core here onto this Leshrac, and still a good item. Looks like maybe the PA wants to go in onto this Witch Doctor, but what is she doing diving behind this tower? There's a TP in from the Oracle. He's going to get his little stun off there, as well as the stun from the Witch Doctor. They won't be able to get the kill. Maybe she could turn it around here. She does have a BKB. There's only 2 heroes nearby here. With the miss chance, especially the Oracle's all alone now. No, there's the Leshrac. 14 charges and a wicked sick for the Leshrac here. Is the Dire just turning this game into their favor here? Still a kill lead on the side of the Radiant, but with the Void and the Leshrac doing this well, the Void did go down, but just with the farm, the Arrow not going to land. A nice little dodge there from the Leshrac. They really got to focus that Tombstone as there's quite a few zombies. Looks like they will. Silencer just going to throw out a little bit of a curse there. Not going to do too much. Sentry going to be thrown down as well as the last word from the Silencer. So really wants to burn the mana here. Sunstrike is going to go down and not hit on anything. They were expecting maybe a hit on the Magnus, but he wasn't going to die by any means. A little bit of a missed arrow there mid lane. Magnus did give it a little bit of a juke. Evoker just going to bot spot lane, or excuse me, top lane, and going to look to push out. He's going to pick up a Necro Book, so no offense to the Invoker, but not really the Invoker I like to cast. You know, not too flashy. He just likes to Yules. Easy Yules combo and then the Necro Book to push. By all means, if you want to win a game, go for this build. But, you know, obviously not the most fun to watch. No fancy, you know, tornadoes saving your team. Nice deafening blast. Maybe an amp. You know, even at those low levels. Didn't get a Midas either, which is odd. Usually the Invoker is going to grab a Midas here. Still opting to leave 1 point in a Wex. Undying just moving into the jungle. So if his team has to fight anytime soon, he's not going to be anywhere near that. Looks like Dire is going to opt to rotate top lane and get a kill on this Invoker, who's going to go down almost certainly, even if they have to use the Chrono here. There's the Chrono going down, and, you know, it's still not too much damage, even with the Butterfly, but Mask wasn't used there either, and that's something you've got to take into consideration as well. This Void only going to get stronger, 2.3k HP, or excuse me, 2.3k gold here, and we'll see what he wants to pick up next. Perhaps going to look into the crit now, as he does have plenty of attack speed from the Butterfly. as well as the Mask of Madness. Doesn't really need it. Any raw damage from now on would be very beneficial. Maybe even an MKB here to help deal with this PA. It's just going to continue to jungle up to 2.6. Meanwhile, Magnus, he is building into a refresher himself. And with the refresher change, getting the 2 perseverances does give you a lot of regen. But before the Oblivion Staff, giving you that intelligence was much more beneficial because you do need quite a big mana pool for a refresher here. And Silencer, what's he got? Not really much. Treads and a Force Staff, only 800 gold. So he hasn't done too well, unfortunately. You would really like to see maybe a refresher. Even an Agnum Scepter, you know, not the best item, but even just something to help them control these team fights even more here. It's the Void. Maybe even going to look for a Manta. You can use the Manta illusions inside the Chrono. The Butterfly giving you some nice stats for that. As well as going to be able to Manta off the silences, which is really, as well as the disarm from the Invoker. I believe you can Manta off the disarm from the Invoker there, but can you not really need a BKB if he does that here. He's got 3.1k here. Mirana perhaps going to look for an arrow or her ultimate. They do see a couple of heroes. They do see the Leshrac. They do see, there's the arrow onto the Leshrac. Is going to land. No, it's going to toss out the stun there. So just barely escaping that arrow, just, you know, right by his face there. And it looks like the Silencer maybe wants to continue to go on the Leshrac here. Can just use his abilities, and he's just going to pop the last word there. But with 15 Bloodstone charges, almost has his Octarine Core. He's just so farmed. He's going to be so difficult to deal with into these late game team fights with the damage he's going to be outputting, as well as the lifesteal here. Arrow going to be tossed out, going to hit the Leshrac, but they've got no follow-up here. They are trying to run. Maybe a Force Staff. No, they were maybe looking for the Force Staff there. They're going to look, maybe output some damage onto this Magnus, but he's going to be just fine here. And Radiant playing this game too passively for this, what this Void has. Just going to get stronger late game here. Does have his Midas 3.8 KHP, so 240 last. It's 30 minutes in, doing pretty well here. Just farming up so fast. This Magnus helping him out so much with the free Battle Fury Cleave, as well as the bonus damage he gets from that here. And looks like maybe they're just going to wait for the refresher, or at least the next Perseverance on the Magnus here. Faces Void, denying top tower, so just really reducing the farm that the Radiant can get here. This PA is forced to go for this BKB Helm, you know, fight heavy build, but RP is going to go through BKB anyways, as well as the Witch Doctor ultimate. Really, she just needed it so she wouldn't get disarmed and take a lot of damage from the Lesh, but still, they do smoke up here. Was it under the ward, though? I do believe it was. Radiant playing very careful. Witch Doctor is going to DC, so maybe we'll take a little bit to break down the game. Invoker still going to be moving into his Necro. Does have level 2 here. They've just got so many poor heroes on the side of the Radiant here. This Mirana as well as the Silencer not really offering too much. They do have quite a bit of farm on the Undying, who's moving into a Blade Mail after the Vanguard here. Not too bad of an option. Does have the Vanguard, so he is quite tanky. Quite a bit of armor there as well. I would have maybe liked to have seen the Solar Crest for him. Give it to the PA, or maybe put it on the Void. Give him the mischance as well as the negative armor. Gonna allow the PA to crit even more for him, so not too bad of an idea there. Is the Void gonna be going for an MKB? Still no idea. I imagine he's going to be going for something like an MKB or a crit, but honestly, at this point, after him getting the Butterfly first, I have no idea. Witch Doctor is moving into the Agnums now, so does have the point booster, as well as 450 gold, so not too bad for him. Shrek still actually, he's got the Octarine Core already there, so just picked up the Octarine Core, and maybe that was the timing they looked for, as they did smoke up after they picked it up here. Void saying on his way, unman or pause here. Please hold the line. You can understand they are getting frustrated. The net worth, excuse me, was a, can't find the right, there it is, F6, yeah. Can't find their proper footing here, as they did kind of have the lead for a little bit, bringing it back into the Radiant. They're just going right back down, though. And really, what can you do? Did they see the smoke? I don't believe so, as they're moving into their jungle. They are going to catch the PA. It's going to pop before they see her, though, but it doesn't matter. There's the RP. She's going to go down the stun. Did hit there, I believe. Monster kill here. Almost godlike. Are they going to look to maybe kill the Leshrac? Can they even kill the Leshrac, though? There's the mech going to go down. The last word. Maybe they're going to get the kill. The pop is going to be enough. There's the urn going to go down, but the save here, it looks like the casket isn't going to be enough. They do have the ult from the Witch Doctor. Not going to use it, though. Void, is he going to be coming here? No, it looks like no. The tombstone's going to be thrown down. Witch Doctor, he's going to go down. The Leshrac is going to survive there. Is he just going to look to turn around? Did just TP home. Regen up. Going to continue the chase here. This is when you would wish you had, you know, the refresher, Undying. Maybe he's just, look at the damage from the Undying there, just force staffing up. He is going to get the bonus damage from his ultimate, but look, here comes Leshrac, and there's the Void as well. So this is a very dead Undying, and just more Bloodstone charges for the Leshrac. They're going to continue to chase here. There's the Void, does have ulti if he wants to use it. He's going to get Yules up. There's the Sunstrike as well. He is going to get his ultimate off, but he is going to be disarmed for a little bit of it. And again, look at the damage coming out from the Void as well. As this Leshrac, he is going to throw it on the meatball from the Invoker, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Triple kill as well as the dominating on the Faceless Void. He's got 6.3k, and I've got to say, this game looks like all but done on the side of the Radiant here. The Dire playing absolutely fantastic Dota. Just such a nice wombo combo. The Void ulti, Witch Doctor. They haven't even gotten a full wombo. You have to be terrified if you're ever going to get an RP into the cleave from the Void, the stun from the Leshrac, the Witch Doctor, Cask, and ultimate. Especially when he manages to get his Agnum Scepter Harrow off the mark again. Mirana not really playing out this game. Just look at the wave clear between the Lightning as well as the Shockwave. And Lightning on such a low cooldown. Just look at them take towers. The Edict doing so much damage. The Void's right clicks. Almost 7k gold. It's ridiculous to think they're this far ahead with the Void only having a few items and all of his gold banked up here. Magnus is going to pick up the bounty, does almost have the refresher orb himself, and I've got to say, that's going to be very scary whenever that does happen. Void just going to look to solo Roshan here, with the miss chance going to be very easy, as well as with the lifesteal here. There's a bash. Just going to look to take Roshan. The Aegis still has his Quelling Blade here. A little bit of a GTFO from the Witch Doctor, not sure what he's talking about here, and are going to just use a little bit on the Void. The Sunstrike, though, maybe this could be the arrow from the Mirana. The Silencer close by. They are going to use the mech. He's not dead just yet. Is going to use the arrow actually on Roche and say, hey, thanks for the stun. Does have his ultimate and is going to toss it out there. So a little bit unfortunate there. Undying going to come in. His team not very close by. Do we have the RP? Yes, we do. Not going to be able to get it off, though. Just going to get a little bit too much, or too close, excuse me. There's the Leshrac. An instant respawn for him. Did pick up a Glimmer Cape next, and it looks like maybe the Dire not going to be the best fight for them. They don't have Tombstone, and look at this. There's the Sunstrike. So Radiant perhaps coming back. Leshrac back in this fight already, and do they have anything to control him? No more BKB here. There's the Glimmer Cape. Hasn't used his ultimate just yet. Could this be another kill on this Leshrac? He is going to use Suicide, but fortunately for him, he's going to go from 17 Bloodstone charges to 8. And a very greedy Roshan there, going to cost them 5 kills there, as the Leshrac did die twice. Oddly enough, such a quick respawn. There's the Alacrity here, and they're going to look to push onto the Dire here. Void with no chrono, unfortunately wasting it there. Does pick up the Daedalus. Still with 2.8k though. How are they going to control this Void? It's going to be so difficult. This PA, though, with 5k, she could actually get an MKB to at least help deal with that Butterfly, but still not going to help at all with the Backtrack, as Backtrack does not get disabled by MKB. Leshrac up yet again, thanks to the Bloodstone. Only 3 seconds on this Lightning Storm. Almost no downtime on that ability here. Just look at the damage he's capable of outputting. So much redens. Such a large mana pool here as well. 2.3k mana. Invoker, meanwhile, we haven't seen the Necro units too much. It does have the Necro 3. I believe that's what's going out. Yeah, so there's the Necro 3. He's going to be able to push so fast now with Necro 3, Forge Spirits, as well as Alacrity here. Void is moving into Ancients. We see him critting for about 700. Quite strong, 35 minutes in. Refresher on the Meg here, and it looks like the Dire just getting all the items they need here. Midas still being of use to this Void. 279 last. It's PA nowhere near that. Actually about 110 off herself, but she's got 2.3k. What is she picking up? Looks like the Basher. So not the best idea. Who has the gem here? Looks like probably the Mirana. Yeah, the Mirana's got the gem, so nice little pickup from her, although all they really needed for is dewarding. Perhaps the Glimmer Cape is going to be somewhat useful, and looks like Witch Doctor saying, oh, hey, yeah, gem's an item in this game. Maybe I'll pick up one for ourselves, and Who are they going to give it to? Looks like the Leshrac here. He's going to pick up the gen, send the courier home. Still only with brown boots. Marana is going to throw out an arrow. Not sure what she was expecting to hit there, as there is a camp. It's going to deward nonetheless. Much easier with that no more mischance on the wards. And Undying does pick up a bounty rune. Does finish up, actually. A nice little bit of magic resistance for his team. So if he can pick up a pipe, perhaps they can really null a lot of this Leshrac's damage here. And looks like he's going to go maybe for a BKB. Perhaps an Aghanim's next. The arrow's still being thrown up from this Marana. Looking for somebody at this camp yet again. Not going to find anything, though. Meanwhile, smoke up from this Magnus, as well as this Leshrac. A lot of heroes smoked, actually. And the Magnus is going to ruin it, though. They do see all the abilities being used, so you got to wonder why they would smoke just to push out the lane there. Looks like they're all in the jungle. Again, guys, one thing I do want to say is it's really tough. You don't want to smoke at nighttime. You do have to kind of keep track of that here. And he is going to get revealed. They do know somebody's there. They do see him with the ward, and they're going to Marana ulti. Void close by, though. He is smoked as well. Is it going to pop? Are they going to see them? They do have a gem of their own here. There's the Undying. They do see them all. The global is going to go down, and they have no way to deal with this on the side of this Void, so he's got to survive here. No, he's going to go down. Maybe he's going to survive. Can he use Chrono at the very least? He's going to hit Tombstone. He's going to go down here. Once that wears off, and there it goes. He does have the Aegis, though. Nice little RP. Should skewer this way to get the second RP, but he doesn't have the mana for it. It looks like Void. He's going to get disarmed again, but look at this. Here comes the Chrono, as well as the damage from the Leshrac. He's going to get a triple kill here. There's the triple. Can he get excuse me, a rampage maybe, even at least an ultra kill? Looks like no. They're just pinging out the gem. Not going to be able to get an ultra kill. I thought maybe going to get an ultra kill onto this Invoker, but they didn't chase him. Just want to keep tabs on that gem here. Silencer sitting in the trees. How did he even get there? He just walked in, it looks like, actually. And 11 charges now on this Bloodstone. What is it on the Courier? Looks like a BKB. And now absolutely nothing they can do against this Leshrac. Maybe if the PA jumps on the Lesh, but really they can't control him with the Void, the Silencer. Unless you get hit by an arrow that you don't see and then chained after that. But even then, you're putting a lot on this Marana, who hasn't been all too effective this game. Only has a Yasha, Phase Boots, Drums, and Aquila. Really not of much use as the Invoker. Going to continue to split push. Has his Necro Book. Is going to use it here. Leshrac's moving up. Just going to take this wave and going to say thanks for the Necro Books, Invoker. He's going to throw out the stun as well as the Pulse Nova, and just look at the damage. It's going to take a little bit. Maybe the Sunstrike. No, the mech is going to save him. Sunstrike not going to be near enough range there for that Invoker. He's still close by, but with no Blink or Force Staff here. Oh, maybe the Leshrac's going to get close enough. He could just run up right now. The Lesh can't do anything. Oh, no. Did they see the Invoker there? Looks like no, didn't show. Getting cold feet easily could have killed the Lesh there, I think. Tons of damage with that Deafening Blast Meteor Sunstrike combo. And the Void still with 7k yet again. This guy just saving up all his farm. And really, what's this? 3.3 on the PA. Silencer does have a Yules at the very least. Undying. We do see he is still moving in towards that pipe here. But is it going to be of much use as we move into the 40-minute mark? As the Void really does just need a BKB. If he has that, he doesn't die. He can easily get off his Chrono. Just BKB after the global. Make sure it's after, because if you do it before, you can still get global through BKB. But if you just BKB after the global, throw it on the Chrono. I saw very many Chronos there. Very many. I saw quite a few Chronos. Could have gotten on at least 3 or 4 heroes there. Especially with the Magnus, who doesn't have the mana pool just yet for the double RP. I don't believe. So he's got 3, 6, 9. Yeah, definitely nowhere near enough mana on him. Probably going to be because of that stolen intelligence. This Silencer getting quite a few kills here. He's got 20 stolen in, so stolen intelligence not going to help this Mag very much. And he's going to need at least, if he wants a Force Staff, potentially. But I'd say maybe just a Soul Booster into an Octarine Core of his own. Reduce the cooldowns on RP and everything. Give you a nice mana pool for sure. I think that'd be a fantastic item. Maybe a Shiva's Guard could help as well. There's the MKB on the Void, as well as 3k still. He did sell the Midas there, oddly enough, as he does still have a slot. So weird decision from him, but oh, Abyssal onto this PA. And now they do have a little bit of an answer of the BKB onto this Lesh, as Abyssal will go through the BKB here. I want to say this game is in Dire's favor, but still very far from over as nobody is anywhere near the racks. Looks like Dire just kind of grouping up, not being very efficient. They've got the Ancients open, this top lane. Somebody could be at, really not splitting their farm very well, but you can tell they're scared. The Leshrac so far behind, does pick up Boots of Travel now, and they are looking to push the bot lane here on the side of the Radiant. Maybe catch the Leshrac out. He's just going to throw his lightning out as well as his stun. Not going to kill the Necro unit. Maybe, yeah, he isn't going to get the kill there. Looks like he did want it with the lightning, but not close enough. Arrow. Is it going to land on anything? No. Just arrow in the tower, you know. Make sure you get the stun on that tower. Meanwhile, everybody's bot lane. Do we have a TP here? Yes, he is going to pick up a TP. Thankfully, the Void. We have seen him be quite far away from these fights, and it looks like he's going to TP bot. Do they have a smoke? Yes, they did just smoke up on 4 of their 5 heroes. They don't have a ward to see the Void, though, so doesn't really matter. Leshrac looks like he's going to be leading the charge. Magnus, he's close by as well. Looks like they are going to go right on. There's the global, though. Can they do anything? Look at the damage. This Void's going to go down. They don't have an RP just yet. The BKB, as well as the damage from the Lesh, isn't going to do anything, but here's the nice RP. 3-hero RP. The Yule Scepter up from the Silencer. Is the Undying going to go down? Silencer is going to get away as well, but look at the damage coming out from the Leshrac. He's going to go down as well. The Void, he just died. Did he just buy back? He did. He has Chrono. Perhaps he's going to go jump in for a Chrono here, but without anything, not going to be able to get the... They do see where he blinked in. There's the Tornado. They are going to catch where the Void is. Can they get him? Looks like there's the Necro units. They can't see him here. Necro units blocking up the Invoker. They do have the Cold Up. Is the Void going to go down? He's just barely going to get the leap out here. No, they're going to continue to chase. The Sunstrike's not going to hit. The Yule Scepter going to prevent it. Does he have leap? He's got ulti. He's going to have to spend the ultimate. He's just barely going to survive. Maybe. No, he's going to go down. The Strike Steal as well as the Silencer. Oh, he's just going to live on 72. Just barely surviving here. Leshrac's going to be up now. Roshan respawning in a minute. Are they going to get the tower? It looks like maybe they're going to get the racks here. Although most of the heroes are alive. Do they have Refresher? They've got the Refresher RP. So this could be a huge turnaround if they're not ready just yet. Arrow's going to go down. Not going to hit anything. They've got RP. They don't have Chrono, unfortunately. They've got the Witch Doctor ultimate. There's the Sun onto the... As well as the Marauder Moonlight Shadow. PA getting cast up there. They are going to get the range. Or excuse me, the melee racks. And just leave. Actually, no. It looks like the blink in from the PA going to 1 crit. Right there, absolutely huge crit. The Refresher hasn't been used just yet, as they do have maybe double RP if they can get it here. There's the blanket onto the Void, the Abyssal Blade, the BKB here. Look at the damage right back onto this PA. She's going to go down, not expecting the crit in the true set. It looks like the Undying wants to continue to go in. Tombstone's going to go down. Sunstrike going to miss on everything. There's the Sun actually not going to land. No, it is going to land onto the Undying. He's going to get stunned up himself. Going to continue to chase with the Pulse Nova. Are they going to be able to get a kill? There's the RP on 2. He's going to bring them back. Void's going to leap in, but it doesn't matter. Invoker and Undying are both going to go down. Undying going to try and heal, but he's going to go down. Double kill here for the Oracle. Radiant did manage to get the racks here, but that's about it. They are going to have to turn around and run. Is this going to be a kill here? There's the lightning. Is he going to be able to get it? No, the Force Staff out here is going to keep him alive. And what a team fight that was. They did manage to get the racks, but buyback from the Void. Dire really throwing away their lead here. And look at that. 10k just jumping right back up to about 2k in favor of the Radiant. This game is far from over, everybody. The Dire had a massive lead here. They've got triple buybacks if they need them on the Radiant. The PA's got 3.4. She won't even need to buy back. They cannot push fast enough, or maybe they can here. They do have a glyph. They should be able to push fast enough to get the buyback from the Invoker as well as the Undying. But probably not the PA here. Void's just going to leap right up and just start right-clicking the tower. They don't have the creeps nearby just yet. There's the creeps. Curse from the Silencer. They need the buyback. There's the fort. The PA's up, so she'll be able to buy back and die. She'll be able to die in this fight and then buy back again if need be. There's the arrow going to land on the Magnus. That could be potentially disastrous in this fight. Looks like the PA's going to go in. Look at the damage onto the Void. There's the Abyssal. The Refresher after the silence, though. So he's not going to be able to get anything. Not going to be able to RP the Yule Scepter up. He does have it now, though. Only going to get the RP onto the Silencer Tombstone up. There's the Chrono actually going to hit on both the PA as well as the Smarana. Are they going to be able to get the kill on the Undying? Looks like he's going to go down. Magnus going in. I'm not sure why. They've got to turn tail as the Void's going to go down here. It looks like the Leshrac may be going to go down as well. Yes, there's the Glimmer Cape. He's going to perhaps survive. They've got the gem, though. The True Sight Oracle is going to try to PP the arrow again from Marana. The Yule Scepter, the blink in from the PA. That's a dead Leshrac, and Oracle saying good game. They only got the tower, didn't get the racks. Invoker going to TP top and doesn't have Necro Book, unfortunately. Does have Forged Spirits up in just a second. Looks like they're pinging out Roshan. They want it for the PA, who's got 4.4k, and we'll see what she wants to look to grab up next here, as really maybe look for something like a Satanic, as the Void can still really kill her here. Perhaps even an AC, a Heart. I think the Satanic would be the best option here. I would still like to see a Manta, as really can help you split push. It can really output the damage. Obviously, your illusions do get the crit here. It's going to drop the TP in favor of the Aegis here. And really, this is going to be the last hurrah on the side of the Dire. As although the mid lane is pushing in quite a bit, so they will all be up for the next fight. Even the Void. We do have the eggs on the Witch Doctor, so really, this game is so volatile. You can't count anybody out, especially with the Wombo combo they've got on the side of the Dire. If the Radiant gets a little bit too aggressive with their push, they could easily die here. Courier going home. Is it going to pick up anything for the PA? Looks like no, not just yet. Maybe now. No, just going to the secret shop. Maybe it looks like Undying is going to pick up his pipe. Marana still just warding their jungle. Gonna help her get some really deep. Oh no, she's gonna ward under the sentry. They won't see it though. She's actually gonna deward the sentry there. And did they notice? It looks like pings out from the Oracle saying, guys, we did have a sentry there. What happened? Looks like gonna quiet down here. Is PA looking to pick up some items here? Looks like she's actually gonna go for. Is that gonna be an MKB, or perhaps yeah? There's the MKB, so gonna help eat through that butterfly at the very least. Not going to help with the backtrack, but backtrack. Still, when you attack that fast with Blink Strike, and all you need is really 1 or 2 hits, and the Void's going to go down with the Abyssal damage as well. Void can't do much. He's going to need a BKB, even though the Abyssal's going to go right through that BKB. Still going to be very helpful against the Invoker, the Global, which is really killing this Void this game, as well as this Magnus, who has to go for a BKB of his own, and is going to have a very tough time getting these double RPs off. So that, I guess you could say nerf to Refresher Orb, making it need 2 Perseverances instead of an Oblivion Staff, which would have given you some nice extra intelligence. Really going to hurt the Magnus in the long run here, as Radiant looking to group up mid, and this is going to be it, everybody. Really looking forward to seeing this team fight right now. We'll get a nice little zoom out here. Magnus really going to have to watch for a 4-man RP. I mean, anything less, and they can't do much. Oh no, the Void! He's gonna get caught! And it looks like the Witch Doctor's gonna go down as well. The Void's gonna just barely survive. The mech from the Witch Doctor, he's gonna be able to survive as well. The Void's gotta turn tail and run though. Witch Doctor gonna go down actually to this PA, who's gonna look to maybe turn on the Magnus here. Magnus is gonna have to get out, and it looks like Rax is gonna go down. Mid-Rax again. There's the RP onto the PA. Can they bring her to the fountain? Refresher and just throw her into the fountain, please? It looks like, are they gonna use Refresher to skewer her in? That would be an absolutely perfect play right now. They're not gonna think of it. She's gonna BKB and look to go on the Leshrac here. No, actually gonna go on the Oracle. There's the damage. Just these crits from the PA, who doesn't have her BKB anymore. Meanwhile, on the backside, the Void is going to try and go. He's going to get disarmed, though. He's not going to be able to get a kill. There's the PA jumping in. The RP again. Are they going to have a buyback onto the Void? There's the buyback onto the Void. This stun from the Leshrac, absolutely perfect. Are they going to look to get some more kills here? The Invoker just barely going to turn around and excuse me, Tornado. But can they get a kill onto this Leshrac? No. There's the Invoker. Is the PA going to go down as well? The PA's going to die. She doesn't have buyback here. Can they look to maybe just GG push? No, she does have buyback. 2.1k gems on the deck. It looks like they're going to get a kill on the Undying as well. Just look at the damage coming out from this Leshrac. I would love to see the damage done at the end of this game. And an ultra kill from the Leshrac. 5.7k HP. Get rid of that Glimmer Cape. Buy an Aghanim Scepter. Get rid of that gem. Buy an Aghanim Scepter. Just get whatever damage out you can. Even an E-Blade Dagon or something. This Leshrac is just so tanky. They did have to buy back on the Void, unfortunately. Witch Doctor going to have to stay home. He hasn't been able to get his ulti off after buying that Aghanim Scepter. Looks like they are just going to push in with the Void. Do have Chrono up in another 35 seconds. He's got 3.5k Looks like they are going to get this tower for sure. I don't think they should fort this, and they did. Now with the fort on this tower, the Magnus can't come in, but the damage from just this void. There's the buyback onto the Undying. He's going to have to buy back for sure, but I think the PA is going to have to buy back as well. Yeah, there's the buyback from the PA, and they should really just leave. There's the Tombstone. Maybe they could look to turn around if the PA comes in and they get the chrono off. This could be absolutely disastrous. Now, Arrow not going to hit on anything. There's the PA. Is he going to chrono? No, just going to leap out. Oracle's here, though. It's going to just use his stun on the PA. Not going to channel it, though. You need to use your ultimate. There's the ulti. The PA, she's going to go down. This is absolutely disastrous. Look at the damage. The Leshrac still just barely on the outside. Mirana's not going to do anything. Global is going to go down, but it's too late. 103 seconds and 90 seconds. This looks to be it. Could the Radiant actually throw away this lead that they had? There's the arrow onto the Oracle. The Invoker and the Silencer still alive. Last word going to be used on the Leshrac, but does he care? Going to use his stun just to get it off. And this is going to be absolutely terrible. The Radiant can't look to defend now. This is going to need to be a perfect team fight. They've got the RP though. Only one albeit, but can they even hold out for 70 seconds? Roshan respawns in about 6 minutes now. Are going to get the curses here, and it looks like now they're ready to push. There's the amp though. There's the RP on 2. There's the ult from the Witch Doctor. They're all gonna go down. Mirana's gonna try and get away, and that's the win. The buyback from the Invoker, but it doesn't matter. You've got a useless Mirana with barely any farm, and an Invoker who's just gonna what? Throw down a meatball and perhaps try to save it. They're just gonna look to end it after that. A nice meatball deafening blast. The Magnus is gonna get low. No arrow hits again. The TP away from this Witch Doctor. He's gonna have to go home and defend anyways. Meanwhile, the Void, he's just gonna push up. They're actually gonna go for the racks, not look to end it. PA up in 35 seconds. They've got to be careful. Mirana is going to go down. There's the stun actually going to miss on the side of this Leshrac. Another tornado. This Invoker really actually doing a lot better than I expected. The arrow again going to miss, just barely missing. There's the skewer onto the Invoker though. He's going to use himself up. He's going to go down. There's the stun. Invoker's at 114 seconds, 18 seconds on the PA. Can't she hope to come back and maybe get a couple crits, BKB, and just get the kills here? They've got the refresher RP though, and she won't be ready for that. I can guarantee it. She's going to just run out there. Silencer's going to be up though, so 4 against 4 here. Maybe they can get a kill. There's the arrow into the Leshrac. He's going to get mech'd up. He's going to be fine here. It looks like the Undying, he's going to pop his ultimate, throw it on the Tombstone, get a couple strength steals off, try to use his nuke on the Void. PA's up. Is she going to go in here? They don't have the chrono just yet. Not enough mana. He's so close. There's the ult onto the PA. Excuse me. There's the the jump onto the Void here. There's the arrow actually going to land on the Leshrac. He's going to go down. Maybe not. There's the kill. A triple kill for the PA. Maybe the Dire's going a little bit too far. The Glimmer Cape. Do they have a gem? No, they don't. He's going to be able to get away. The Void actually dying in the back to who? I'm not sure. I believe it was the Mirana. Excuse me. Accidentally hitting a couple of wrong buttons there, but looks like the Void. No, the Phantom Assassin killed the Void there. Maybe with the crit from the dagger. I must have missed what happened there. Now we're going to have buybacks here from the Magnus. They're going to leap in on the Mirana. Are going to push out the wave, and are they just going to look to end it? They've got no Void. Leshrac, it's all up to you. 9k. What's he going to buy? Does he have anything on the courier? He's not going to buy anything. He's going to have to save it. The Witch Doctor ult perhaps going to be fantastic here. Throw out the cask. You've got to throw out the cask right now. No, he's going to go down. Buyback from the Witch Doctor. There's the RP. Skewer them into the closer to the fountain. There's the Witch Doctor ultimate. Can they cancel it? The bounces are doing so much damage. The Global going to cancel the ultimate. The Leshrac outputting so much damage. Is he going to go down? He's going to die. He's got a buyback. He's going to come back up. PA, she's got to run. She's going to look to maybe just end it. Pinging it out here. Pinging it out for the end. But it doesn't matter. Can they get any kills here? Looks like the Oracle as well as the cask. Are they going to kill the Silencer? There's the Old Scepter. The stun onto this Undying. This Venge, or excuse me, this Leshrac. There's the RP. This PA is going to go down. No, maybe not. The Tornado, as well as look at the skewer back, though. They're going to go down. There's the Venge, or excuse me, there's the PA. There's the Mirana. There's the Amp. The Magnus going to go down perhaps as well, though. The Leshrac, only one alive. He's got to buy time for his team to come back. The Void's going to be up in 26 seconds. Maybe, though, they've got the Alacrity. Do they have the Necrobook? No, they don't. But look at this. They've got to fortify now. The Void's going to be up in 17 seconds. Are they actually going to maybe lose this game? The Dire looked like they were going to come back. Leshrac, it's all up to you now. You've got to get some damage output. There's the Magnus. He's going to blink in. They're trying to hit the Ancient. Just hit the Ancient. Forget it and hit the Ancient. It looks like maybe. There's the Void. He's going to come back. The Ancient's so low. It's about half HP. Are they going to be able to get the kill? No. A very, very beautiful Chrono on 3. The Invoker's going to go down. The damage from the Leshrac. They're all going to die right now. There's the Yule Scepter up. Not going to save him. Double kill on the Void. Oh my gosh. And it looks like this could be it for the Radiant. Almost all 3 racks down. They are going to be able to maybe survive once more. Void's going to be up soon. There's the recipe for the Moon Shard on Void. And he's just going to TP top and look to push it out and get the top racks. Really, he can just run to it as probably just backdoor the range racks. Is only 10 armor. And with the attack speed he's got here, PA's going to be up by the time he gets there now. And Sheepstick onto this Leshrac. Another good item choice here. And he's going to TP up with the Void here. And they've got to be careful, as it's going to be the Mirana and the PA both up. Maybe a buyback global could really spell disaster for this team. They're just going to move in. There's the buyback from the Silencer. Can they get this rack still? There's the Fortify. The PA's coming up. The Manta from the Mirana. Maybe going to try and bait something out. Look at the damage onto the Void. There's the global. He's going to go down. He's going to go down for sure. But maybe the Leshrac can turn around. There's the Sheep. He's just got to run away. He could potentially go down. Do we have a dagger here? There's the dagger. The Blink Strike. He's got a BKB. That's a dead Leshrac as well. This game is so back and forth right now. They've got 2 catapults, though. Are the catapults going to be able to secure this Mega Creeps here? The Mirana not going for the catapults. You've got to kill the catapults. Maybe, just maybe the catapult. No, just not enough. Oh, this game. I'm going to get a freaking heart attack casting it. I can't imagine playing it. Leshrac thankfully going to be up. They can't push. The Void does a buyback. The gem just sitting on the ground. Who cares? PA not going to care to pick it up. 5.4k on her. And what's she going to look to next? Maybe a heart to tank up. Would honestly probably be your best bet here. Is you need to stay alive inside the Chrono. That's about it. Even an E-Blade would be absolutely fantastic on her right now. And speaking of E-Blade, Leshrac's going to pick one up, but an E-Blade, just to E-Blade the Void, he's got no BKB, no way of getting it off, and you can still right-click. Gives you a lot of agility here. And does she have buyback? She does have buyback, actually. Silencer's going to have to TP home, and they can't keep going with the buyback from the Void here. Silencer really pushing out this wave. Ancient taking some Necrobook damage, and maybe we're going to see a weird smoke play. There's the Aegis onto this PA, as well as the cheese for the Mirana here. And maybe this is going to be enough for the Radiant to finish out the game here. Void's coming up, though. They could kill her twice for sure. There's the Chrono. That's going to be 1 dead PA, and I imagine, too, a beautiful stun from this Leshrac could spell the end. Is he going to spend it? Not even. They've got the RP. Are they going to RP? Not even going to need it. The PA's going to go down. That's a dead PA. She's got buyback, but a wasted Aegis. Oh, gosh, this game. A buyback from the PA immediately. Void's going to TP top. They really want these Mega Creeps. No, they already used the pipe as well as the Crimson Guard. And Dire's just going to back and look to smoke up. And I got to say, if you can smoke up and just kind of come around here, come up at bot racks, just come up behind them, that'd be absolutely huge. But Radiant, they're not staying at home. They're looking to push this out. They bought back on the PA. How much does she have? Still 3k. She should buy at least something. At least the Reaver at the secret shop there. Here's the smoke. They're all going to come up from behind. They're not going to be ready for this whatsoever. Where's the Blink RP? There's the Blink RP. The ult from the Witch Doctor. The Global is going to cancel it, as well as the Silence preventing the second ultimate from this Magnus. But it doesn't matter. The PA's dead. This Invoker's dead. There's the second RP catching on the Silencer. They're all going to go down. It's a 4-man wipe on the side of the Dire. And that's the end of the game. No buyback on PA. No buyback on Invoker. No buyback on Silencer. They cannot hope to save this game with just a Mirana and an Undying here. And a A beautiful smoke. Late game smokes, guys. So difficult to deal with. You never expect it. The moonshard on the void. Just so much attack. So he's just running right in. Doesn't even care about the creeps. GG, well played. There's the buyback from the Undying. He's actually just going to, look to get mega creeps here. Maybe. Nice little bit of Russian coming out here from the silencer. Strength steal from the Undying. The Mirana outputting some damage. Only onto the Witch Doctor, though. And there's the ulti from the void here. And arrow is going to hit him. A lot of damage from this Mirana. More than I expected, but not enough. Looks to be the game here. Mirana's going to buy back. Use their ultimate as well. But really, what can you do here? A fantastic series. Again, sent in by Mayonnaise Salesman on this Leshrac. What a great game. There's the GG well played. Arrow to just kind of finish off the game. And gotta look at this graph once again. Just look at it. Just so up and down. Was in the Dire. Then it was for the Radiant. Now it's back in the Dire again. Was jumping up for the Radiant for a second. But what a fantastic game, guys. Thank you again for watching the game. Please check out my other stuff. I do have more from Lane to Lane videos, as well as a couple NEL casts up. I'm going to be looking to add more NEL casts, as well as a little bit of a series on learning Dota. Thanks again. 5869 casting, guys. Have a great day. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I have my series from Lane to Lane where I just cast some everyday pubs that you guys send me. I also do some more professional pubs like games from Koikva, Miracle, whoever I can get my hands on from Dota Buff. I have a learning series as well, so feel free to check that out. There's some more info in the description, as well as some videos linked in the annotations at the end here. Thanks a lot.